Well, welcome back. How are we all doing? Hopefully the first episode went okay and you guys enjoyed it. I've not read the comments yet because I'm recording this before it goes up, so we'll see. As you can see in the background, I have found a truck. If you still got some recommendations, I would happily take them. Please. I'm still looking for that truck that really covers everything and does it all. This trailer I think is an in-game trailer. I'm not quite sure. It's the Demco. Let's have a look. I'm sure it's an in-game trailer, but let's just double check that. So let's go to that one. It's in low loaders. Yeah, Demco still dropped. It's an in-game trailer. So ideally I would like a big trailer that I could transport materials on, wide enough obviously for an excavator. And the crane that we're going to be using here, and the logging machine as well. If you've got any more forestry equipment, I'll quite happily take it on board. Any suggestions for videos, any suggestions for equipment, I'll quite happily take it on. So what the plan today is, as you can see, I made a start just to test what we were doing here. So I took these trees down here, well, 2 trees. And then I used a stump grinder just to see what was going to be going on with that. So it obviously, as you can see, it takes the stumps out, and then it grinds the ground down to a muddy surface, which is good because it will let us know where we've been and where we're going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the harvester, harvest the trees, get a few done that I possibly can, and then we'll come back and have a look at what the plan. I haven't got a plan here. All I know is I want to get the forest stuff down and start building a mining area here. But obviously in the process we then got to sell the logs. We can either sell the logs as just logs, or we can sell them and get a wood chipper and things like that. Obviously that is money dictating. We've only got 57,000 in the bank. We ideally could be doing with a logging trailer other than a flatbed. So let me just have a look for how much a logging trailer is. The one we did have was a mod, and it didn't pull that great. So I sold it. It was this one here. It didn't pull that great. It kind of got stuck. So we've actually got enough for that. Front guard. Yeah, we have the front guard, but we don't really need the mud flaps. Who cares? Let's send the mud everywhere. Save money where we can. We need the front guard really just to stop it hitting the truck. Right, we'll go and get that at some point. But what we'll do first is we'll make sure our harvester is on. Cool. I'm currently using a Thrustmaster T16000, I believe it is. So I'm currently using that. What we'll do is we'll get ourselves as close as we can. We're back there. Send her down like so. Turn. Change length 8 meters. Let's change those. Do we want them at 8 meters? Let's change those to 5s. Let's have them at 5s. I want to change the camera so I know where I am. Right, a little bit too. There we go. Bring that this way. It's kind of going to be in our way there, but we're kind of stuck now, so. Can't see woodfoot trees here, lad. That's the first one in. Let's get the next one. Right, we need to pull that back there. There we go. Pull that down. What's that not? lined up. Here we go. I can see the green circle at the bottom. If I can spin that way, there we go. That's better. Those are 5s. I am planning on buying one of the Farm Sim joysticks in the coming weeks, but we'll just see how funds go. We can squeeze, I'm sure we can squeeze through there. Let's get rid of that menu, we don't need that now. So that wants to go down like so. Let's get that down there like that. There we go. We'll get the most out of trees. Let's bring that back up. It's quite a heavy one here. Good job we didn't hit that roof, wasn't it? Hopefully the audio sounds slightly better with the mic today, because I'm using my Ryzen Siren Mini rather than my headset mic today. The only problem with that is it will pick everything up, so I've just warned the kids. Obviously it's half term, I've just warned the kids that I'm trying to record a video, so hopefully they don't come storming in. I'll tell you what, we'll reverse out of here. Let's bring this back here like this. Let's go and get in. That's not supposed to happen like that. I really don't know what happened there. I jumped out and it decided to attach itself to me, so I've got a clue, but we'll go with it. Right, and we go and get this. Let's see if we can jump in here. That one out like that, and then up and down. Right, okay. So why can't I rotate that? Why is that not rotating? Well, that's bloody annoying. We can get around it though. Just turn this way. I need to change that then, because that's not rotating. I have to map it somehow. Put these out of the way. And get up there. Change the camera a bit so I can see. I don't think I'm able to reach that. No. I might be able to. Oh damn, all the controls are backwards on this compared to what I'm using, so I need to remap them. Put that down there. Made that really hard for me. Sake. it's yeah, everything's back to my usual digger, back to front compared to my usual digger stuff. Like that then pushes it out. Perfect. I'll bring that. Then goes around there. Let's just open that up like that. And that doesn't want to come at me. Stuck. There we go. Just gets it out of the way for now. Spin it around the right way. Hasn't got a claw cam. Nice. Twist that around there. Go over the top of that stump because this is that wide. It's wide enough. See that I'm gonna have to change this because it won't rotate. Just moving that log with a track. Almost damaged the machine. I did warn everyone in the first video. You watch all these YouTubers that are well polished and can do this very well. I'm the guy that sat at home watching those YouTubers and then goes, yeah, I can do that. This is proof that they're very good at what they do. And we should leave them to it. Tell you what, I'm going to squeeze between these like this. So I'm going to have to grab these this way. I need to come more square on, don't I? Yep. Let's reverse back in there, like so. There we go, like that. That was a better grab. Get around that stump. And go around the other side and drop it. Then what I'll do is I'll bring the stump grinder in and just clean this area up a little bit more. If anyone's got any mods for oh god, I'm gonna break that machine, I can see it, for stump like log holders, like what they have at giant sawmills, would be good to see. So I can put a couple of them down. So basically you can build the area here bring it all down to here, store them in the log holders just in here, and then from there someone can come in with a log truck and just pick it up with their log truck, as if they were a contractor coming to pick logs up from a site. So we'll turn this on, lower it down, we'll get this site sorted. Just give you a little glimpse. There we go. Push this along. So with the new terraform, it's what I can do is I can dig this down a little bit, and then we can re-level it with gravel, cement. We've got a load of options to us. That's this area tidied. Safety first, beacons on. Oh look, we go faster with the beacon on. Push them out of the way. Lift it up, move this out. Kind of using this as a parking area at the minute until we get somewhere set up, a nice little compound. That's that out of the way. Right, what I want to do is have a look for another look. Oh, look at the size of this thing. This thing is absolutely massive. Huge. I haven't got the money for that. It's the attachment really, isn't it? That I know twists. So do I? I'll tell you what, unless it's just not mapped by me, let's go into the buttons and just have a quick check before I waste some money that I don't need to, and then work out that it was a setting rather than controls. Let's go down to the RGC. So RGC have got their own button area. FDR. So here we go. Telearm. So what would it come under as? In and out, that's fine. Grapple tilt in and out. Yeah, telearm in and out. Floor open and close, yeah. Raise and lower, body raise and lower. Roller arm open and close. Level. See, I don't know what it would be under because it's a twist function. So I've got a bit. I think it's going to be this. Let's try that. Yes, we want to save those changes. See, this is stuff that you don't get to see. I'd rather do it on stream. So if people are having the same problems. No. It wasn't that one. So let's take that off that we had. Just so it doesn't get confusing. So that was this one here. I wonder. I haven't got any more buttons left on there. So open. Let's try it just as a button rather than a twist or a y-axis, Z and y-axis. Let's try that. Let's just try that. Okay. Oh, damn it. I'll have to go back and bloody do that again. At least we know where it is. So it's there. Yes. Okay. No, it's definitely not that. Right, we'll faff about with that at another point. Right, let's get back in here. Oh, that tree's a heavy tree. Bring it back to, no, let's bring it back towards us a little bit. There we go. Now we're back on some level ground. There we go. Excuse me. Got a nice cup of coffee on the go. I'll tell you what, let's go over here. Cool, boom. You have to let me know if the game volume needs to go up slightly. I feel like it's very quiet. Let me just adjust the sounds here. General settings is what I want. That'll do. There we go. That's a little bit better. Nope, we want that up there, and we want... See what I'm bloody doing. Can't see what I'm doing. I want to go like that, but we want that out like that. There we go. That's what we want. What we're aiming to do is clear this first bit here, so we can set up a compound and go from there. I think compound or a storage yard. If you do like forestry, there's a guy called Halley on YouTube. He's absolutely brilliant. He's got double farm joysticks and he's unreal. But I'm sure if you're watching stuff like this and you found me, you've obviously watched some of his stuff first. His stuff is brilliant. And he knows how to operate. Get that around that way. It's not going to work, is it? Let's bring that back up. Let's just have to throw it over there, I think. Have some repair bills after this forestry job or two. Perfect. See if we can just spin around and grab this one. Right, there we go. That's another big area to be contending with. What I might do is I might see about talking to the bank, lending us the money for a better claw. Bring this up out of the way so we don't damage it like we have been. Right, I'm going to make a phone call to the bank. I'll be back with you in 2 seconds once I've spoken to them and see what they say. Well, that was a long phone call. As you can see, we've only got 10 grand in the bank and we're 150 grand in debt. But good news is we got one. So we just got to go down to the shop and try and pick it up with this trailer and see how we get on. And we'll go from there. It was, let's just double check on the map. It was this way. So we'll head down to the shop. We've got a nice new Volvo excavator grabber. And we will see how we get on with that. Hopefully it runs a lot better than the other one. It's a shame because this has the option to run a processor on the oh, I don't know why my truck's there, but we'll grab that on the way back. Has the option to run a processor for trees on it. It's a shame it's not a detachable one. Because if it was a detachable one, we could sell the other thing. The dreaded hill. Anyone saw the first episode, they will understand. Get ourselves down to the shop. Gone the wrong way again, haven't I? Yeah, I could have gone left. Oh no, it is left here. Left here and in through here. There she is. And there's our log trailer. We'll have to come back and grab that at some point. Set ourselves up to pick her up. We'll go for there. Beacons on. Ramps out. We'll turn her off. Right, let's go. I wonder if that head is detachable and you can... No, it says one machine. That's a shame. I'm hoping... Yeah, see, this is set up as an excavator. Controls I'm used to. That head still doesn't rotate. We'll have to sort that out. That's in controls for an excavator. Oh, this is going to be tight to get on there. Just. Don't know if she's going to stay on there though. Okay. We shall see if that stays on there, because that trailer doesn't unfold or anything, I don't think. Right, she's strapped on. So, wish me luck. We'll take it nice and slow. Let's set the cruise control to 30. Tell you what, we'll set it at 40 because of that hill. It really isn't on there properly, but it's the best we've got. We work with what we got. Slow her down for the corner. Yeah, she wants to go over. Back up the hill this way. Now we're out of there, let's try and get some speed up. It's gonna end bad probably. Oh, we've got enough roll in the tank. Yes, we made it up. That hill was an absolute killer. Trying to adjust the cruise. Let's push this. Right, 40, we'll do 40. Problem is, the faster you go, the harder it is to turn and stop because of the weight on the back. Tell you what we will do. We'll grab our pickup while we're here. I don't know how it's ended up here. I really don't know. Unfold that. Brake on. Excuse fingers. You didn't see that. See, if the trailer was wide enough, I'd take the excavator off, and I'd take the excavator off and put this up on the neck. I think I'm gonna have to. Right, okay. Pull that back. Leave that running there. Right, let's just go and unclick this. Excavator, jump up here. Oh, we're in. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Trailer's just not wide enough. We literally need probably another foot on either side and it would be perfectly fine. Right, we'll jump in here. Well, up you go. That'd be golden there. Tell you what, let's get clever. Let's strap that first. Yes, I know the straps aren't actually holding it, but in the game it does. There we go. Right, I'm sure there can be one across here as well. There we go. Right. Where has it gone? Why's that not going on? Okay, I can't be asked to faff about with that. Oh, it is. Oh, there you go. It's actually gone up and over it. Well, bugger me. I'm just going to start calling this the equipment movement channel because that's all we seem to be doing. I think I'm going to put it on this way because of the arm. Is it going to go up this way though? Right, let's line her up. That's the best we're going to get, I think. Tell you what, let's fold those ramps away. Jump back up in here, and what I want to do is bring that all the way in and then bring that down like that. Right. I want to bend that, that's what I want to do. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Now I can bring that back up. Why is that not going in like that? That's it, there we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Now we can just take it nice and slow, nice and steady. Nothing's going to fall off. Nothing's going to go wrong. Okay, we're just taking it nice and steady back. No flip trucks, no excavators across the map. Oh, hopefully, thank God, please. Come on, get around there. We're pretty close. Oh, that coffee tastes good today. Slow it down. Slow it down. No! Oh. Let's jackknife it there, come on. There we go. We should be able to get around that. Perfect. Tell you what. Beacon's off. Engine off. Straps off. Let's go. Thank God. Trust me to park next to a bloody barrier. Right, there we go. We are back. Right. So the buttons for this. Sorry, I'm going to go over buttons again. I apologise. Buttons. Let us go to controls because this is classed as an excavator. Vehicle. Nothing in there. Where are we coming down? Here. There we go. It's using as a crane. So let's try. Let's try that. No. Okay, right. I'll have to work it out off stream. We've got a better machine anyway. I think we was better off with the other one, if I'm honest. I don't know, this does operate better, I must admit. I don't know if that shows in how it's working or not. Got them there. Safety first, beacons on. We're getting about 5 horsepower there. Look, Jesus. So quick, I don't know what to do with her. So it'd be easier now if I could rotate it. I could spin it around to the right way and then just drop it on the pile. I'm missing the rotate function, which is making that all look really messy. I'll do this out of the way. Might as well go all the way around. Whee! Right. Oh. I was about to say, I'm sure there is one in there. Back this way. Oh yeah, you can tell I'm concentrating. I've gone quiet, tongues out and everything, like a proper wagging dog. How are we going to get them? See, look, just rotate function, that's all I need. I'm going to have to work it out. I'll sit and work it out before the next one, hopefully. Let's go forwards because I don't want to get that odd one in there. Go back slightly. Cool, I didn't like that. That's not a bad grab though. See if I can reach these from here. Out of the way. It's out of the way for me stump grinding. Da, 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 da. Oh, I didn't see them there. Have to grab them. Let's just get this big one out. Oh, where are they? I can't really see them now. I'm gonna guess they're there. Out there. Oh, I've got something. Oh, nice. This ground's getting well and truly compacted with me running up and down it. Right, let's move this out of the way quickly. Oh god, that got caught up in the tracks. I forget we're in reverse, aren't we? Let's go and grab our stump grinder. We grind the stumps away. Problem is, the guys that do all the time lapse with no talking and stuff, they get so much work done because they speed up the video, and in a 15-minute video you get this amazingly completed thing. And obviously here you're not getting that because I'm not speeding it up and I'm talking with everything. Let's come up this way. Let's get our outline again. Out there. I don't really want to be going over them, but in the bloody way. Tell you what, can I do it like that? Nope. I'm going to do it like that. Right, okay. Go around them for a minute. There's a big bump there. So much so it's pushing me up, so I can't cut the grass as I come up it. There we go. First, I know there's some small logs here. Perfect. That's that sorted. Tidy that a bit up to there. Should have got a tracked skid steer, really. It probably would have run better on the dirt. We should just munch that log. Problem is, these are the bits that will cause trouble with frame rates and stuff like that. So now I've munched it, I'll have to get rid of it. Get through this. Don't mind my muscles. We've already lost another log, enough logs to cost us a bit of cash, so I think what do people think? Logs or chips? Are we going to make more money from wood chip, or are we going to make more money from logs? You have to let me know. Another one in there somewhere. There it is. Obviously in real life you wouldn't get out with that on. You have to climb out over the front. Didn't want to do that, but I didn't see him. There she's gone. We get rid of these small bits. Well, that was a sneaky one hiding there. I didn't even see that. So next episode, I think we're going to be leveling this area out, and then we shall be getting our laser level. What else will we be getting? Maybe next episode or the one after that, obviously, because we've got to sell these logs. Maybe probably in the next episode we'll sell these logs. We get them to the sawmill. There we go. Right, let's go back and get this bit up here. There we go. Right. See where we're going now. God, this ground is bumpy. Woo! Right, get it parked up over here. Oh, bless me. Oh, sorry. Turn her off. Right, that's that one. Right, well, I've made a suitable mess. I think we need to come across a bit more. I think we need to take the next couple of rows of trees out. Yeah, I think we need to take 1, 2, bring it up to about here, and then that'll be good enough for a yard. So let's have a look on the map where we're going to be selling these logs. And let's look at logs to wood chips. Yeah, wood chips. So no, we need monies. See, there's our loan, 150,000. So we have I'll just be down as wood and wood chips on it rather than up there as anything else, hopefully. So wood chips. So we can only get to that by a barge, so that's off the. So 686, 689. That'll be on a barge as well. So 686 waste depot. That's not a million miles from here. And then carpentry. Where is that from here? Why is that not tagging it? I'm sure we tagged it. I'm sure we did. Yeah, we did. So why is it not flashing? If anyone can see it and I'm being stupid. So there's a sawmill up there. That's not much of a drive. So I can't actually see that flashing. So I'm assuming it's not on the map. Yeah, I don't think it's on the map. Well, anyway, we can sell to a sawmill, which is not a million miles away, which is the top of the map. So we've got a fair bit of wood to sell. Ah, so it's that way. So I'm facing. Hang on. So let's face it. So it's this way. I think it's here. Let me tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because let's go that way. Because on our multiplayer server, if anyone wants to join the Discord, all the details are in there. Not that building there. Yeah, it's this building here. That building you can see there. Can I not get up that? There we go. That building you can see there. Okay, so that is literally across the water. Or no, it's not even across the water. It's down there. Okay, that's doable. So carpentry for wood. Perfect. So I would say that's what we're going to plan to do then. Carpentry, wood, and then we can bring in the big machines. We can lease them to start with because we're not going to need them straight away. So we could lease the machines. Oh, excuse me. God. But thank you for watching, guys. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. If there's something you want to see me do, put it down in the below. Down in there below. Oh my god. Put it down in the comments below. If you have a mod suggestion or a direction of where I should take this, if I've done something completely wrong, please let me know. I'm sure you will. Thank you for the support as always. I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.